ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். நமஸ்காரம். At the behest of Kankarya Shriman Yad Senapati Swami of Dallas, அடியேன் சீலமில்லாச்சிறியேன் எலி எலும்பன் கோமடம் சேஷாத்ரி ராமகுமார தாசன் is attempting to provide a short and succinct lecture on Anadhyayana Kalam and Adhyayana Utsavam. Sri Vaishnavas eulogize Alvar's Sri Suktis on par with Veda Shruti. In fact, both are equally important to us, like our two eyes, and we call them as Ubhaya Vedantam, and these are not separate, but these are from the same source. Hence, an apt English terminology is these are dual Vedams and not two Vedams. Why we do have a time period in a year where we give a hiatus to the recitation of the Moola text of Alvars that needs some pondering. This stems from the fact that Sri Vaishnavas recognize Alvar's Divya Suktis as Veda themselves. So we will place this lecture based on three aspects. One, using Sastra Pramana. Two, historical context. And third one, based on practical aspects. So we will showcase how Alvar sees Suktis being as equal to Vedas receive such a respect and reverence from us that we have to follow certain procedures and protocols that are dictated for the learning and recitation of Vedas. That's the foremost basis on which we prove the need and necessity of Anadhyayana Kala, not to showcase that we are taking a pause from recitation of the Moola text, original text, but to showcase its equivalence to Veda, that we have to follow the practice of hiatus in a year. Second, what was the historical context upon which this period of Anadhyayana Kala followed by Adhyayana Utsavam evolved, and what are all the practical aspects that led to a period of hiatus followed by a period where in temples and in Tirumaligais we pay focused attention to the recitation of Alvar's text. So, to build this case in point, our acharyas have toiled hard and long to prove that these Alvar's texts are Vedasamyam. A great text for us in this aspect is Alagiya Marumala Perumal Nayanar's Acharya Hridayam, a magnus opus. Such a text is unique, nabhuto nabhavishyat. Iyarpa moondrum Vedatrayam pole Pannar Padal Pandurai Isaigol Vedam pole. In beautiful Maniprabha aphorisms, using Alvar's own words, Nayanar toils hard to emphasize the importance of Dravida Vedam. Iyarpa moondrum, Tiruvasiriyam, Tiruviruttam, Periyar Tiruvandadi. These are like Rig, Yajur, Atharva Vedas. Samaveda, Tiruvaimozhi is equal to Samaveda. Subsequently, he qualifies the point that Rig Veda set in meter is Samaveda. Rig Samattale Sarasamai Stobhattale Parambuma Pole Sollar ஆர்கொடையல் இசைகூட்ட அமர் சுவையாயிரமாயிற்று. We got to just listen to these texts just for its mellifluous flow set in poetic cadence. So, Nayanar establishes the fact that Thiruvaimozhi is Samavedam. But he goes further to say, these Tamil Vedas are Sutta Sattvam. They are pristine, pure, and only focuses on Vasudeva Gunakirtanam. Dravida Srutyaha Vasudevasya Vishaya Evam Vasudevasya Gunanubhavam Eva. Shruti Vakyam. Shastra says, Dravida Shrutis are only about Vasudeva, whereas Veda has so many different aspects to it. They are Kamyam in most of the times. If you look at the Samhita Bhaga, they talk about many different aspects, whereas Arulichayal is solely focused on Emberiman and his Bhagavatas. Adage Manavara Perumal Nayanar's great aphorism drums this. மண்ணாடிய சகயஜலம் தோடவத்தி சங்கனித்துறையிலே தென்னீராய் அந்தஸ்தத்தை காட்டுமா போலே அல்பஸ்ருதர் கலக்கின ஸ்ருதி போலல்லாமல் அர்த்தத்தை காட்டுமா போலே நஞ்ஞானத்துறை சேர்ந்து. So unlike Vedas that have some mixed things in it, Alvar sea suktis are pristine and crystal pure as Tampravarni river flowing in Narasimha Paritturai in Alvar Trinagari in the flat lands and then touching the feet of Polindinina Piran. These Dravida Shrutis are crystal clear, pure, and only focus on Vasudeva and his Gunakirtanam and his Bhagavatas. So, Azhagiya Manavara Perumal Nayanar goes one step further to show that not only these are Dravida Shruti, these are Shrutis in Dravida language, which itself is Anadi. Sendiratte Tamiyagayale Agastyamum Anadi. In a previous aphorism, he says that. Sendiratte Tamiyagayale Agastyamum Anadi. வடமொழி மறை என்னதாலே செந்தமிழ் மறையும் நின்னதிரே. Because Alvar says there are Marai, Vedas in Vadamozhi, in Devanagari, there needs to be some Marai in some other language. So, the Marai in Tamil is itself equivalent to the Veda Shruti. So, in so many fashions, our Purvas have toiled to establish the supremacy and the equivalence both. For us, Tamil Vedas are one step supreme because they are only talking about Sutta Sattvam, Emberiman and Emberiman's Adiyars. So, we have established the fact that Dravida Vedam is Shruti, if not better than Shruti. If that's the case, we are obligated to follow the protocols in learning Shruti. So, that is Shastra Pramana. Just to showcase and highlight that we are going to follow the procedures and protocols in learning both the Moola and the Vyakhyanas of Shruti Vedam, Dravida Veda should also have certain procedures and protocols. Veda in a month has 8 days hiatus for learning from a Guru. During Adhyanam, during learning Veda from Guru, 8 days in a month one is restricted from learning. But some follow that strictly, some may not follow that strictly. These are Darshapurna 2 days. Amavasya, Paurnami, Pradhama is followed by Amavasya and Paurnami, Ashtami and Chaturdasi. So in total there are 8 days. But in strict sense, these days people are only taking 4 days hiatus. Amavasya, Paurnami and Pradhama. Because of lack of time and because of the Kali per se. And then the more important thing is, apart from this monthly breaks, one can learn Veda directly from Guru, the Moola Pata from Guru only for 4.5 months, which also we do not practice. But Sri Vaishnavas practice Anadhyayana Kala to show that they give so much reverence to this Tamil Veda. Whereas Shruti, Devanagari Shruti, while it dictates that we should only learn 4.5 months, nobody is doing that in Kali. We are learning it all through the year. That is the reason in Yajush Upakarma as well as Sama Upakarma, after we begin these two Upakarmas, particularly for Yajushikas, we have to offer a Prayachitta for not following the strict protocol of stopping the learning of Vedas after 4.5 months. So what we say, Adhyaya, Utsarjana, Akarana, Prayachittartham. We all do, but this is the significance of it. So we do it by reciting Kamokarshiti, Manyukarshiti, Mahamantra Japam Karishye, which is a Prayachittartham, which we should not do per se, because we should have followed the restrictive protocol offered while learning Veda, which we do not do. Since we do not do, we are doing that extra Prayachittartham. This is particularly important from Yajushikas. So, during the month of Shravana, as well as Proshtabhata, Avani and Puratasi, where Yajur Upakarma or Sama Upakarma comes, we should begin learning Veda from Guru on the day of Upakarma. That's why we do Agnini Le Purohitam, we start that symbolically. Okay. And after that Paurnamasi day, we start it, we have to pass for that Paksha, that waning period. So that Paksha, after Paurnamasi, we get the Krishna Paksha. We have to stop and then begin learning from the Sukla Paksha following the Paurnamasi. It's complicated, but I will try my best to elucidate as much as Adiyan can. So when we do that, from the Sukla, from the Amavasa day following the Paurnami, that means we have a high, after the Paurnamasi, after the Upakarma day, we break for 15 days and then begin on Punyaditi Amavasya. We have to start reciting for 4.5 months. That comes to the month of Thai, Paurnami in the month of Thai, Teshyam Paurnamasyam Tithi Paryantam, we should learn. Then from the Paurnamasi, Prathamai Dinam in the month of Thai, that is in January, we have to start learning the original text from Guru for 7.5 months. So there is a compulsory hiatus of learning Vedas for 7.5 months. This is Moola text from Guru. Uchcharana, Anucharana Paddhati. We have to bring a hiatus for 7.5 months. So there is a compulsory hiatus dictated in Shastra, which we do not do. Then what do we do in the 7.5 months? We have to learn the Angas and we have to do self-recitation. We have to keep practicing. Tiruvai, we call it in Tamil. So there is a strict hiatus rule established in Shastra for learning Vedas, which we are not following. Since we are not following, we are during the Prayachitta, during Upakarma. Prayachitta is not basically accepted, but we do. Whereas Adiyan had already alluded that for Sri Vaishnavas, Arudichayal is one step ahead of Veda, right? So we don't even bypass any restrictions. We do not do Prayachittartha like we do for Veda because we have not stopped reciting. So that is the reason, from Shastra point of view, we have to practice the Anadhyayana Kala. Then, how did we arrive at this Anadhyayana Kala is based on historical context and practical aspects. Okay, first we have established the fact that Dravida Vedas are equal to Shruti, if not of higher esteem, because it only talks about Vasudeva. Vasudevasya Gunanuvarnanam Eva Dravida Srutyaha. This is what Dravida Shrutis do. So we are in strict adherence for this Anadhyayana Kala, the hiatus. This we begin on the day after Kartika Masa Kritika Day. Kartika Masa Kritika Day is the birth star for Kaliyan, Karaikutti Alvar. After we celebrate his Avatara Tirunakshatram, on the day of Kartika Masa Rohini Nakshatram, in temples and elsewhere, in Grihas and Tirumaligais and Mat, we stop recitation of Nalayira Moola text of Alvars and their Vyakyanas. This goes on until, as we stated, till the month of Thai. There are certain differences depending upon Divya Desas and the protocols we follow. But in general, in all mutts and in all grihams, we keep a practice of beginning the recitation of Arulichayal on the birth star of Kuratalvan, Mukkurum Varutha Medhavi, Kuratalvan Janma Divas. On his birthday, in Hasta Nakshatram in the month of Thai, we start reciting Arulichayal. So we are practicing the Anadhyayana Kala. But there is a catch to it. Because Andal is none other than, Godha Pirati is none other than Bhuma Devi, she has come to give us a great Shastra to respect and eulogize Godha Pirati and her text during the month of Margari alone. We get an excuse and then recite Tirupavai. 30 days of Tirupavai. Since Tirupavai is also a Tirupalli Elchi Grantha, we also recite Tondaradipudi Alvar's Tirupalli Elchi. This is only during the month of Margari. Whereas in the month of Kartigai, beginning on the Rohini star in the month of Kartigai until the first day in Margari, no Moola text of Alvars and their Vyakyanas are recited. Once the month of Margari ends with Tirupavai Sattumarai, until this is the protocol followed in houses and mutts mostly until the beginning of Thai Hasta Nakshatra, it is again truncated. We get again a hiatus. So, Kartika from Rohini until first day in Margari, there is a hiatus. That too during the month of Margari, only Andal's Tirupavai and Tondaradipudi Alvar's Tirupalli Elichi are recited. And the full recitation of Alvar's Pasuram in most places begin on the Avatara Nakshatra day, Thai Hasta of Kuratalvan. This is more or less symbolic to the recitation of and then stopping of Vedas. Because Vedas can be recited only for 4.5 months, and from the Paurnami day in the month of Thai, in January, we cannot learn the Moola text from Guru. So we are showcasing that we are eulogizing Dravida Veda as Veda. This is Shastra Pramana, based on Shastra. Then why did we arrive at the day of Rohini in Kartikai to have this hiatus? That is basically a historical context there. First, as we have alluded to, our Purvas, including Alvars who came after Nammalvar, revered Nammalvar's Thirumalmazhi as Veda itself. And Kaliyan, being the last of all Alvars, wanted to celebrate this and get an acceptance from none other than Adagiya Namberumal himself. So Kaliyan, because of his Kainkaryam, he built the Tiruchuttu, Kaliyan Tiruchuttu in Tiruvarangam, did so much Tadyaradhana Kainkaryam, and more importantly sang 6 Granthas, of which Namberumal was so attracted to Tirunedundandagam. As a way of token of thanks, asked Kaliyan, what do I do for you? You have done this so much, particularly sang Tirunedundandagam. It is only because of Tirunedundandagam our Sampradaya is also well grounded, because we were able to get Nanjiyar from Western Desam. So, Mela Desam, that is Melakote. So, let us leave that aside for a minute. So, to show his gratitude, Adage Manavala Perumal, Emberuman, himself offered this to Kaliyan. What do I do? Then Kaliyan used this opportunity, rightly so, and to establish that Thiruvaimozhi is Vedam himself, and Emberuman, Periyaperumal, Namberumal should dedicate certain time frame in a year to just listen to this Dravida Veda. And Emberuman grants that. So, coinciding with the Periya Ekadesi, Mukkodi Ekadesi, Suklapaksha Ekadesi in the month of Margari, because Margari is Kannan Emberuman's month, Masanam Margasir Shoham. That is the month to show bhakti, to practice bhakti. That Ekadesi day, From that day, 10 days in the evening time, Kaliyan started reciting Thiruvaimozhi in the Olakkam of Namberumal himself. So, Periya Thiruvizha began. Thiruvizha began, Periya Thiruvizha began, Thiruvaimozhi Thiruvizha began. It was only for 10 days to begin with. And then, after the time of Kaliyan, when Nadamunigal came, Terunuttra Alvargal Sirmai Arivarar, Arulich Chayalai Arivarar, Arul Petra Nadamuni Mudalana, because Nadamunigal got this Arul. This Arul is nothing but Arulichayal. Swami Manavalamananigal cries his heart out to establish that this text is full of Arul, Emberman's Arul, written by those Arulalargal who have been benefited with boundless Arul of Emberman, Arulichayal. So Nadamunigal was able to get this Arulichayal, and he not only wanted to continue the Thiruvaimozhi Thirunal for 10 days, also wanted to recite the additional 3000 texts. There began 20 days of Adhyayana Utsavam, 10 days prior to Periya Ekadasi, so 20 days. But during the time of Bhattar, to showcase how Tirunedundandagam played important role in bringing Nanjiyar, Swami Nanjiyar to our Sampradayam and then propagate the Sampradayam, this function led to 21 days. And 22 days per se, because the Mudalayiram and Periya Thirumozhi gets recited during Pagalpattu 10 days. Then Irapattu is totally dedicated to Thiruvaimozhi, 100 poems each day in the evening in the Asthanam of Embermans in Divyadesams and other places. And then the 21st day is Iyarpa recited. All the entire text of Iyarpa gets recited in one day. So in most of the days it is only 21 days, but in Srirangam it is 22 days because the function itself begins with the recitation of Tirunedundandagam to showcase the episode during the lifetime of Swami Parasara Bhattar. In Alvar Tirunagari, this function is also 22 days, and there is a significant, superior significance to this, because on the last day of Irapattu, Nammalvar is begged to come back to this world by Asmat Gramams, Acharya Purushas. So we beg the Emberman to let Nammalvar go. So Emberman is so pleased to hear Sadagopar Andadi of Kamban in singing, eulogizing Swami Nammalvar, because Swami Nammalvar is Parama Bhagavata. Emberman gets pleased only if we sing in praise of his adiyars. So he gives back. Tanveedu Tandar, Periveedu Tandar. On the first day on Nammalvar Moksham, Adinathan, Polinjanana Piran grants Periveedu. Then, after listening to Sadagopar Andadi and Alvar Tirunagari people begging Nammalvar to come back, because we could not live without Nammalvar, Emberman grants Sadagopar back. Tanveedu Tanakke Tarigintra. So Nammalvar comes. So this whole Adhyayana Utsavam in Alvar Tirunagari stretches for 22 days like Thiruvarangam. So the Anadhyayana Kala is modeled after the hiatus period as dictated by Veda, whereas in Veda recitation and learning we do not practice it in Kali. Whereas in Sri Vaishnavas, because we eulogize Dravida Veda on par, if not superior to Veda, we strictly follow the Anadhyayana Kala. So we have shown the historical context, and then the practical significance. Why is that after the Kartika Nakshatra celebration of Kaliyan's Avatara Mahotsavam, we are having a pause is also due to practical aspect that date back from the days of Kaliyan himself, having obtained Vedasamyam recognition from Namberumal himself, and having obtained an assurance from Namberumal that he will listen to Thiruvaimozhi, Kaliyan wanted to make sure that Namberumal listens to this Pannar Padal. Pannar Padal, Pandurai Isaivol Vedamagiya, this Pannar Padal in presence of Nammalvar, goes to Alvar Tirunagari and then brings Nammalvar from Tambrabarni Thiram to Kaveri Thiram, and it took somewhere around 42 to 45 days, Oru Mandala. So, Alvar Tirunagari people were so sad that they let Nammalvar go for 45 days to Srirangam, because Nammalvar was gone out of Alvar Tirunagari, the Divya Desam. Even today, you would be seeing places on a daily basis reciting Alvar's Pasuram. Alvar Tirunagari people were so upset that they were not able to recite Alvar's Pasuram, so they had this hiatus, emotional hiatus in singing Alvar's Pasuram, to mimic this in all other Divya Desams until Swami Nammalvar's Archamurti could come from Alvar Tirunagari to Srirangam. That was predominantly a day before or on the day of Ekadesi, Periya Ekadesi. People were restricted because of emotional disturbance in singing Alvar's Pasuram. But they were all thinking about Nammalvar. It's not that Alvar's Pasuram left them. They were in so thought, always thinking about what happened to Nammalvar's Archamurti, where is it going. So they were fully absorbed in Nammalvar's procession from Alvar Tirunagari to Trivarangam. They were not able to sing or recite Alvar's Pasuram. So from practical point of view also, there was a hiatus in recitation of Alvar's Pasuram during these 42 to 45 days of travel of Nammalvar from Alvar Tirunagari to Srirangam. So in three ways we have seen why we need to have this Anadhyayana Kala. One, to showcase that this is Veda Samyam, we have to follow the protocols and practices dictated for Veda, which in strict sense for Vedas people are not following, but Sri Vaishnavas follow. Second, the historical context is Kalyan himself started this function, and Kalyan's after his birth star. So we start this period from Kartika Rohini until Thai Hastam, and then the practical aspect revolving this episode was when people were so were in despair that they let Nammalvar go from Alvar Tirunagari to Srirangam, that they were emotionally attached to the Arthamurti of Swami Nammalvar. It didn't make them sing loudly, one should put it that way, but they were always thinking, Nitidhyasana. So they were not able to recite Midaruvolika. There is a word called Midaruvolittal, that means singing loud, but they were practicing and they were thinking about Alvar and Alvar's Pasuram in their minds. So these are the three aspects that we follow based on Shastra Pramana and based on the historical context and then practical aspects, that we have had this hiatus for Arudichayal Anusandhanam. Then it begins in the month of Hastam. That's a universal way. But in some Divya Desams like Srirangam, after it is Twari. It is because of the Arti towards Arudichayal that it was difficult for them to have this kind of prolonged hiatus. Whereas in Tholaivilli Mangalam, the hiatus prolongs until the month of Masi. Due to the paucity of time, Adiyan is not dwelling in all those aspects. The Anadhyayana Kala extends further to the month of Masi until Anusham in only one Divya Desam near Alvar Tirunagari, that is Tholaivilli Mangalam. In rest of the places, in some places it is even prior to the hiatus ends even prior to Thai Hastam. So after the Adhyayana Sathumarai, Adhyayana Utsava Sathumarai, particularly in Srirangam, Tirupallandu beginning happens. Once the Tirupallandu beginning happens, in Tirumaligai is also in Srirangam, people start reciting Arudichayal. But the normal practice is to have a hiatus from Kartika Rohini until Thai Hastam. That's just a universal thumb of rule. But in certain Divya Desams it varies. In Alvar Tirunagari, the beginning happens in the Visakha Nakshatra during the month of Thai. So after the Adhyayana Utsavam, there is again a pause until Thai Masa Visakha Nakshatram, Masa Tirunakshatram of Nammalvar, and then it begins. So what do we understand? Dravida Vedas are equal, if not better, than Shruti, particularly for Sri Vaishnavas, and that is the reason we follow this Anadhyayana protocol. And then we begin this during the month of Thai, particularly as one landmark as stipulated in Shastra for Veda is Thai Paurnami to stop and learn the Angas. We start in the month of Thai during the Trinakshatra, Astha Trinakshatra, which belongs to Swami Kuratalvan. But in Divya Desams, depending upon their Twari, depending upon their arti, depending upon their attraction to sing this Alvar's mellifluous poetic cadence with such a style and substance, it begins. In Adlar Trinagiri, it begins on the Hasta by Visakha Nakshatra in the month of Thai. In Srirangam, it begins further earlier after the Satumara itself. Adhyayana Utsavana Satumara itself, one particular day, the next day, I suppose, is dedicated to Tirupalla and Todakam, and Tirumaligas also start reciting. So, Alvargal are superior. Alvargal's poems are superior. Sri Vaishnavam vouches for it. And there is none other than Manavala Mamanigal who sings crisply. Alvargaletram Arulichayal Getram, to show that Alvar's poems are Veda itself. தாழ்வாது மின்னி அவைதாம் வளர்த்தோர் ஏழ்வாறு முய்ய அவர்கள் செய்த வியாக்கியைகள் உள்ளது எல்லாம் வையமறிய பதர்வோம் வாழ்ந்து. ஆழ்வார்களையும் அருளிச் செயல்களையும் தாழ்வா நினைப்பவர்கள் தாம் நரகில் வீழ்வார்கள் என்று நினைத்து நெஞ்சே எப்பொழுதும் நீ அவர்வால் சென்று அணுக கூசித்திரி. வைணவமும் தமிழும் தழைத்து இனிது ஓங்குக. ஆழ்வார்கள் வாழி அருளிச் செயல் வாழி. शुभम सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त सन्मंगलानि सन्तु.